Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications didn't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody enjoyed their blessed weekend. Give me a second. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend. Oh, man. Liz, what's going on, baby? Yeah, I hear that active shit. What's going on with y'all? Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend. Hopefully everybody had a blessed one. For those who were like me and got stranded with nothing but rain, hopefully you made the best of it. And happy Monday to everybody that's pulling in today. Back to the work week. Hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves. Hopefully everybody's well rested and ready for the week. I know I dare show him. Pardon the train interruption, but definitely appreciate those who popped in last night for the conversation. For some, it might have went a little but nonetheless, still appreciate everybody that tuned in. You know, shout outs to Magruder and D Truth. Word, what's going on? Letitia, what's going on, baby? Oh shit. Mama Bird, what's going on, baby? Nicole, what's going on, sis? I see you over here, baby. Coming out here shadow hugging. What's going on, baby? Nah, definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in for the live last night. You know, it was just a general conversation. Kind of went a little bit left. Some people might feel a type of way, but I don't want nobody to feel any type of way. That's the whole point. You know, you having a conversation on certain things, keep it right there. Like just, and even if you want to take it to another conversation, be mindful and also be knowledgeable of what you're saying. Don't make a generalization on something that's not generalized. It's a prime example of why sometimes we have separation and division and why we got falsehoods that are being preached. Now, again, last night's conversation was good money. You know, but it's just all in all, when I drop a panel link, yes, it's an open discussion, but I'm thinking on the logical term. And if I'm presenting something to you, I don't necessarily always have to pull out facts on it, especially if it's something that's already in worldwide news. So all you have to do is do the research if you don't believe it. But some people with that mind state of I know everything, I've been here longer, that right there is another prime example of division. It doesn't matter if you've been here for 80, 20 years. What should it matter if everybody's still learning something? What should it matter if everybody's getting straight information put in their face day in and day out? You're supposed to build off of those conversations. Yes, everybody is entitled to their view and opinion. I'm not saying that. But when you're sitting here hearing something clearly that's been said more than twice already, more than three times, and it's by more than three people, like, no, we're not going to do that. Now you're trying to go against logic. I don't do those over here. I don't. Wait, Liz, what you working on? And you owe me some food. You still owe me some food, baby. I know, Letitia. I know. I know. You know, I'm sorry to sound like that. Not saying nobody's not entitled to a view and opinion, but when you're having a logical conversation, personal views and opinions should be out of the damn conversation. And don't try to generalize something that you know is a falsehood. This is how you preach that. Sitting here saying, "Oh, shoot, no doubt." Let me order something from Liz real quick. I need 2 Taco Bell cheeseburgers, hold the extra pickles, and yeah, I need the address. Shout outs to Liz though. No, I gotta fuck with the sis. No, but I'm saying you don't generalize everything. And last night, something got generalized that I feel I'm going to speak on because again, you can't generalize something and be irrational. I know, Liz. You know I gotta fuck with you. I ain't paying that. I ain't paying that DoorDash fee neither. That's too much. No, but seriously, last night everything was good. The only thing I did not like, in my opinion, was the one generalization. And again, that's how you spread falsehoods and false seeds out there. And this coming from somebody that's supposed to be a melanated. Sorry, not supposed to do that. Hey, YouTube, what's going on, bro? But it's the truth. If I was going to say something in particular, I would say all women. Do y'all ever hear me say all? No. When I'm speaking logical, that's when I say all things. Like I said, you need to learn certain things. Not at least right now, at that early stage, but teach them something when they still a baby. Besides what you should be teaching them with reading. Nah, no doubt. I'm always having a good day. Every day that I'm able to wake up and breathe life and just do something good, I'm blessed. I don't know about everybody else as far as those ones that believe you're going to just try to generalize one idea. No. Anytime, even if I'm speaking on an issue that got to deal with women, I say some, not all. I'm not going to give a generalization. If that's the case, I would say all women are hoes, but I don't do that. And I don't want nobody to take offense to how I'm using the logic right now, but I'm just giving a clear example. I'm not going to generalize and say all you women are. No, not going to do that. I can say some of you, not all of you. Just like there are some women who can come to the table with men and have a logical conversation and it don't go left. I've seen it happen. And then you have others who just refuse to listen to logic and still want to throw emotion in. Can't do that. But there's just some boundaries that we know, again, even when it comes down to the youth, that should not be pushed in no schools or nothing. And if you're going to get put, it should be taught by nothing more, nothing less. And even still, the conversation wasn't going that route, but since we wanted to go there, we went there. And the one thing, again, I'm not going to tolerate on my panel is over talking. We don't do those. I feel like I got to give a guideline again, y'all. So forgive me. You're going to hear some shit out of my mouth today. But it's not going to be even remotely as bad as you know it should be. I'm just going to keep it real logical with you. I'm going to keep nothing but raw facts. When you go on other people's platforms, you're supposed to respect not just the host, but the people who might be on the panel. And if at some point somebody wants to interject, they should be able to interject without you over talking. Now, we done sat here and gave you leniency because we know a situation. But even still, that does not give you the right to over talk. And then it does not give you the right to generalize an idea. For you to say that, oh, let me put this up because I know my mouth somewhat might go left. But for you to make a generalization to say all men are homophobic, first of all, you have to fix yourself because first you said all black men. Let me get this straight. And let me get you a blueprint of men. That's from back in the day till now. Most of us do not care about a lot of things. We accept and have tolerance for a lot of things. The things we don't have tolerance for, you keep pushing buttons on. This is why it's always hard to build and have a logical conversation amongst some of you women. Because I might not even have took the fence, and I didn't. But somebody else that could have been watching would have took the fence. Especially it's coming from you, out of all people. See, I'm all for everybody coming. There's been times I let y'all overtalk the panel because I'm doing shit. But guess what? Y'all still building. I'm not mad about that. Not no fucking dictator or tyrant. But yet and still, there's going to be a respect level. And that should be like that everywhere. You're not going to come and take over somebody's panel when you have your own panel to do that. Period. You're not going to do that. If you feel you want to overpower and dominate certain situations, you have a platform. You go do it then. See how everybody else responds to that. Some people ain't going to want to listen to that rhetoric. And when it's the same rhetoric after you getting off of somebody's live, it's going. Again, some people is going to be hard to really sit down and have a conversation with it, build on all levels because everybody wants to feel they're right. And if you feel you're that knowledgeable, then you would be able to fix the world by yourself. Tom, girl, what's going on? What's going on, baby? No doubt, Mama Bird. Riaz, what's going on, bro? Slewfoot, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate everybody for tuning in this afternoon. This ain't going to be a super long live like I always do, but it is going to be a live because, again, this is just going to be a blueprint. Another thing, if you go on somebody's panel, you don't try to overtalk the host. Period. Especially if the host said hold off to something. Now, if you know somebody's in the middle of talking, you don't cut them off. Now, if it's a time delay, there'd be a difference. And even then, you should say, I might be on a time delay. I'm saying, I feel like you got to give guidelines and blueprints to people that should know how to handle themselves on panels. But apparently, you go on every other panel doing the same exact shit. And this is the type of people you can't build with. I'm sorry. If you can build with them, it's rare. Oh, okay, no doubt, no doubt. You seem like everybody slept late. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of almost slept late, but then I was up. No, but it's just principles. And another thing you shouldn't do is play victim. That's another reason why we always have issues. People want to play victims and try to cause division and try to make people feel a type of way and then jump on the bandwagon. I've seen this happen, even with a couple of people that I got rid of recently. And honestly, I'm sitting there still observing a lot as we speak. So don't worry, y'all. I'm calculated. And I can apologize to those because y'all know I don't go off the fucking rails. I'm cool as all fuck. Just don't fucking piss me off. And that pissed me off last night. I can honestly say that. It pissed me off, but it didn't offend me because I knew at some point it was going to be said or something along those lines was going to be said. And of course, it always goes back to the melanated brothers. So I already knew where to fucking start cutting shit off at. Love, baby. What's going on, baby? I hear you, Tom, girl. No doubt, no doubt. You know, and come on, like for most part, most everybody, and even the ones that was in the chat last night, everybody was having a good vibe in the conversation. And again, you got people that come in here, they're gonna voice their opinions. They might have knowledge, and they're gonna give you their opinions. Not just opinions, they're gonna give you knowledge when it's time to give you knowledge and logic. Nobody's just coming up here to talk out of their ass. And if you want to be funny style, guess what? I could go back again. I've come from an era. You made it seem like you that much older than me. You're older than me, but you're not super older than me. Most everything that you was just trying to put into a light, we already knew that. Again, we had enough acceptance and tolerance, and we still have enough acceptance and tolerance to things. But there's just some things that shouldn't be normalized, and there's some things that shouldn't be taught to the kids, period. I still feel strong on that. Not unless the parents are going to do it or unless it's going to be said the right way. Don't confuse nobody. Because again, when you get a certain age, that's when you are able to make your own decisions as far as this is how you want to live your life or not. Because again, it's choice decisions in life that you make. Another thing some people have to stop doing is stop always trying to add that because I've been here longer crap. So what? We all been here long enough. What are you talking about? It ain't nothing that you don't know that I don't know. And if I don't know something, I'm willing to hear and listen. But I'm also going to tell you something that you might not know, something you might not be aware of, and you have to do the same thing. And it's sad again, like I said, it goes back to what I was saying. Grown men and women that just move funny, even on here. That's why it's always going to be hard to build unless you building amongst the right type of people. You got to get the good vibes on people. Trust me, I know what I be doing because this is shit I do in real life. I'm gonna let you play as far as you think you're gonna play before I shut it down. And if I gotta shut it down, it's for good reasons because again, you don't make a generalization on something that you feel. That's something you feel. That's not something that's actual. I know people right now from all different walks of life. I don't treat them no damn differently. The only thing is, most of the people I know from those parts of the tracks still have that same moral and value code. We're not going to say and do certain things in front of the kids, period. And we're not going to teach them nothing they don't need to be taught right away, period. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's crazy. And even for those who do got common sense, they are here every other day or damn near here every day. Again, it's just about respect on all levels. I'm not going to disrespect somebody that it doesn't matter. Guess what? If I just learned something new from somebody older than me and younger than me, I'm not going to disrespect them or discredit them or make a straight generalization on something. Not going to do that. Anything, guess what? I appreciate that knowledge. Oh, shoot, I didn't know that. You know what? Denzel voice, my man. Like straight up. That's just me. And yeah, you're going to deal with a lot of different personalities. I understand that. But then again, when it's coming to a logical conversation, if you can't be logical and not throw a generalization or throw emotion into it, you can't be a part of the conversation. Sorry to say it like that. And I'm keeping it even here. Not going to have another rewind of last night because everything was cool up to that point. And again, you've done this everywhere else. Everywhere else. I've been shadow hugging and watching. I've seen your movements. And I can honestly care less about you making a video and then deleting that shit. I knew you was doing one as I was speaking last night going on Words Chant. I'm not stupid. That goes for anybody that got something slick or foul to say. I don't give a fuck how you feel. When I say something, I keep it up because it's up. I don't got to sit here and play that petty shit. Not going rant to the people and then get rid of a video. Goes to show you again who really had the more mature mentality at this point. All day yesterday when I did my live in the morning time, that 4 hours we was on, everybody was up and had a good conversation without no arguments, no cutoffs, no none of that. And those who are in here, most of y'all seen what happened yesterday morning. We have been having a conversation and not one time anything went crazy. Everybody brought up some sort of knowledge and some sort of good gems. And it was a rational conversation. Nothing went left. Yo, Dan, what's going on, bro? Don, what's going on, baby? You know me, I'm always going to keep that laughter. Facts, Liz. Like, I got to get that way when I feel like you're disrespected the whole tone of things. If I already had a conversation with you or what I expect and what I don't expect, what I like and what I don't like, respect it. I'm not going to nobody else's panels or platforms trying to overthrow them, overtalk them, or even trying to fucking go back and forth with you. No. We can sit here and have a logical conversation. Even if we disagree on one or two things, that don't mean I got no ill will or nothing for you. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about you. So I'm talking about people that don't think logical no more. And again, I've seen some women come to the forefront and have logical conversations with men, and it don't get left. It don't get nothing get generalized. No, it's just a straight. Okay, this is what's going on. Okay, from this angle, this is how it's going on. So how we come together and try to fix this, or how do we put something together like that? It shouldn't have to turn into a fucking debate. It shouldn't have to turn into some yelling and screaming or over talking. Yes, I'm giving a blueprint about how a panel should work. I had panels in here, even if we wasn't talking on the same situation and topic, it don't matter. It's an open panel discussion. Is what's going on, bro? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, choose violence on the like button, slap that heifer. Feel a little bit better than yesterday. See, yesterday I kind of figured something was going to go left and I couldn't put my hand on it. And then sure enough, last night happened. And I just sat there and observed. Y'all know how I do it. I'm going to observe things. And when I feel you wrong, I'm going to check you. In the same way you just try to overtalk people that are literally, it's three men telling you the same thing, that yes, there is being things implemented and you're still trying to go against logic. We can't do that. I'm sorry. And then you're not going to take accountability for your shit. So again, I won this battle again. It proves who really has a mature mentality and who don't. And it's not about age. It's just about the maturity of your brain set. I don't care what I've been through in life. I don't try to force nothing. I don't push nothing on nobody. I just give a logical, general conversation. Toot, what's going on, baby? But this is what I'm saying. You bring it, even when I'm sitting around people now, I can have a general conversation. Sometimes, even if it get heated, cooler heads are always going to prevail. Prime example: if it's a bunch of us men sitting around, even if it sounds like it's going to be an argument, it's not even an argument. And most of the time, we ain't talking over each other. Our arguments 9 out of 10 to be over sports or some next shit. It's just real right there. And seeing that's the thing that some people got to stop doing. Stop going different places doing the same shit, using your thing as a crutch to try to gain some sort of sympathy and momentum. Because you knew me from weeks ago when I told you that when you was up here. And shout out to Miss April Showers again, baby. Lala, what's going on, baby? You know, it's truthful. Y'all already know if y'all in here, y'all could drop links and show each other love. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Mama Bird, I hope you got your blue wrench. You know I was gonna wrench you up, baby. Mm. See, again, I got people that I talk to. I got people that I'm cool with on all walks of life. I don't treat them no different nor nothing. I go by character and judgment. That's my only judgment, character. And if you're going to play victim, or if you're going to try to pander, or you're going to try to gaslight anything, especially around me, I shut that shit down. When I'm ready for you, I'm ready for you. And it's not really a response at all. But for those who was watching the replay last night, again, I don't want y'all to think I have a disrespect for women. I don't. I love the fuck out y'all. Sorry for saying it like that, but I love the fuck out of y'all. Oh, all of that. I love the fact that y'all here. But we not going to have that disrespect level, period. And trying to overtalk somebody's panel, we don't do that, mama. I don't care what part of the globe you from. We don't do that. Because you wouldn't be able to do that out here if you were sitting in my face. Not a bunch amongst the men. You're going to get checked. And not everybody's going to have to curse you out, disrespect you, or say anything. That's that seriousness right there. Most of the time, we gonna check you with logic. We ain't checking you with emotion. Wait, what you talking about, Lala? I ain't talking about you. What are you talking about? Wait. You got me confused right now. You know what to do. Keep it pushing. If somebody's telling you to keep it pushing, you already know what it is. That's how they really feel. When somebody tell you something one good time, that's just a prime example. Like with some of y'all fellas that be living with these ladies. If she tell you to get out one good time, that's because she mean it. I don't give a fuck if it was a heated argument. 9 out of 10, she mean it. Because some people are not just going to say certain things along those lines unless they really adamantly feel that way. Like I feel every time I come here, I'm bringing a logical conversation, but I just don't. I don't fucking indulge in ignorance. And if you're gonna be ignorant and that stupid, you might as well go move somewhere else. But leave me the fuck alone. That's it. I'm gonna tell you this right now because I don't even fully know what's going on, Lala, and I'm one of those people. Like I said, I don't fully get into too much details on things on that level. But the only thing I can tell you is if that's how they feel, and that's it. Look, all I can say, I had a couple people that felt the type of way, and even when I done apologized and said whatever, they still felt the type of way, so I kept it pushing. I don't got no time to be going back and forth or trying to make amends. If I said something in my normal jokeful tone and you took it the type of way, and even after I apologize, you still took it the type of way, that it is what it is. I could go on about my business because it doesn't make me less of a person. I don't lose sleep over it. Appreciate y'all for dropping the links and showing each other love. Again, we had all different conversations yesterday. Not one of those conversations went anywhere left until last night. And the conversation somewhat still didn't go left. Because once one person was eliminated from the equation, it went back to a logical, chill conversation. Like how it started off. That's what I'm about. We're gonna have a conversation about any and everything. Let's have a logical conversation. I don't gotta be yelling and screaming at you. I don't gotta overtalk you. None of that. Not here for all of that. They're having a logical conversation that's trying to lead to some sort of building and even some sort of future movement changes. But I got time to be worried about personal views and opinions. And if you want to generalize something without having no actual fucking logic and facts, you shouldn't open your mouth. I don't care what age you are. If you don't have clear knowledge on certain things, don't talk about it. If you ain't been around certain situations, don't talk about it. Period. Hold on. Hold on. I smell Rasta pasta in here. Rasta girl, what's going on, baby? Cutthroat, what's going on, my guy? Platty. You're not asleep. I see the face. Let me say happy Tuesday to you already. It's the truth, though. Everything was cool up to that point. And again, don't make generalizations on things and think people are just going to roll with that rhetoric. Your rhetoric is wrong. The way you present yourself on panels is wrong. You try to use a certain thing to try to get the people to feel a type of way, but then that still is wrong. That does not give you no type of way or leeway to try to over dominate anything. Yeah, I'm just giving still a blueprint about how to run a panel without having to go crazy. Because again, I still didn't go crazy. Not one time did I crack a joke on her or say anything. I don't have to. Because I'm already aware of certain things and I'm not giving nothing my energy that don't need to be given. And if I give it to you, you're going to be a part of this work, part of this content, a part of this education, and everybody that is watching the replay will catch and get the gist of what I'm saying. And then for the people that know me the most, they'll tell you it's the same thing. I'm a wild boy when I need to be. Don't take me to that wild boy stage. Have some respect. Same way I got respect and show respect, show it back. And see it be people like you that will cause somebody's channels to go left. Because then now you in certain things that it feels like it's a beef. There wasn't even no debate at hand. We just was having a normal conversation. You turned the conversation almost into a debate. You try to make it seem like you knew damn near everything. If you was that knowledgeable, you was the one. No, you would have changed the world if that's the case. Nobody would have to speak on nothing. It would just be left to you, right? It would be logical. I'm not having that at any way, shape, or form, and I don't care. Even if you just popped up, you better have some respect and have some logic on what you bring into the damn table. If not, I don't want to hear it. Because respect is respect. If I give you enough time to talk, okay, let somebody else interject, especially if somebody's popping up on the panel. Yes, I'm just giving on how a panel really should be if you're trying to have a cool collective channel. I've seen a lot of people have a cool collective channel, even with trolls in there. Doesn't matter. Cruiser, what's going on, baby? You know, again, it's just about respect level. Yeah, you know I had to mess with you, Rasta girl. I know you making some Rasta pasta. Let me get some chicken Rasta pasta with a little bit of extra stuff on it. See, I can sit here, cut up, joke. I can sit here, have a conversation. I can sit here and just be me. It's not that hard to do, but some of you people have to try to do or go the extra step just to fucking prove you somebody or that you went through something. So what? We all got going through something. I probably went through more of a traumatic experience than you, and I'm younger than you. That don't mean shit. That don't mean my shit outweighs everybody else's. No, that's just my personal view and opinion on it. I'm not going to generalize it when I'm having a conversation on logic. Don't work. And again, when I do drop the panel, I'm dropping it because I know 9 out of 10, depending on what's being talked about, I know the main people that I know been popping up or will pop up, they pop up. And if nobody pop up, I still get through what I get through without no hitch. That's how a channel is supposed to be run. That's how things are supposed to be run, period. I let everybody come in here, be themselves. Half of the time, if I'm not looking at the chat, I'll come back to a funny conversation. Don't matter what it is. And guess what? It ain't nothing different, right? No, you still get the same vibes, the same respect, everything. Whether they in here every day, whether they shadow watching, whatever. And most people don't feel the type of way. The people that do be shadow watching, that fuck with me in real time, will tell you, yo, you been doing your thing, bro. You keep doing your thing. Oh shit, boss lady, what's going on, baby? I got Mama Bird and Baby Bird up here. What's going on, babies? See, again, I don't go by the logic that everybody keep talking about with division. I don't do the whole, no, I'm not doing the racial thing. I'm not doing the whole religious thing, none of that. Even if those conversations pop up, I'm going on a logical term. I'm not going with emotion. And if I feel it's going to go with emotion, it's going to go left, I'm going to stop it. And if I feel you're being disrespectful, I'm going to stop it. If I feel I got to tell you something more than once, I'm just dropping you the fuck off the panel. That's just it. Sorry. Because that's just like me. If I'm going to continue to calm down and you're going to continue to keep trying to provoke, it's either I'm going to walk away or I'm going to get you out of here. Period. Nothing more, nothing less. So I ain't got no time to be stressed. I'm already stressed because, again, we have issues that we need to be trying to fix and figure out. And you more focused on personal views. We don't got time for that. You got your own panel for that. Do that. And that's for anybody that think they going to move with that logic and blueprint like this person did. You're going to find out why you always getting kicked off the panel. And maybe it's because of you. It ain't nobody else but you. But I'm not going to make a video about it and then take it down. If I felt the type of way, no, I'm going to let it be known. Again, it goes to show the maturity levels. It's not about age, it's about the mind maturity, period. I'm gonna say that again. Because you gotta be an 80-year-old and still trying to move like a damn teen. Or you could be a young teen moving like an old man. See, with me, it was always I had an old spirit. And I'ma still continue to be that old spirit. So everything you telling me, guess what? I done either heard it or been around it. But that don't make me still more knowledgeable than anybody. And I don't overthrow, I don't try to fucking eliminate nobody's personal views and opinions. But when it comes to a logical conversation of building, you can't put that in. It's just that simple. You can't respect it and everybody that's been checking you, there's a reason. I've always believed that if you seem like the world is against you, it's not the world, it's you. You could be doing something and you're not trying to take accountability and acknowledge that. And you can't do that and then try to play victim. Because you're going to sadly lose that battle every time. And again, I ain't even got to get crazy with you. I could have went to a eulogy session on you now. But I'm not doing that. I'm just giving a clear view and opinion and a clear logical blueprint on how to move around with the channel. Especially when you're dealing with different people coming with different personalities and views. See, again, I can have all the logical conversation. But once you start generalizing specific things, especially amongst the melanated people, that's a problem. Especially if you are a melanated person. I'm sorry to tell you that. You're definitely creating and causing a false narrative. Lala, I know. I got no choice but to be myself on here. And I don't care if you don't like it. You don't have to be around it. You don't have to even acknowledge me. I don't have to acknowledge you. And I still wish you the all best. Because again, I ain't petty like that. I could be, but I'm not. I'm just logical. Conversations do try to fucking help certain things. And sometimes it is a fucking therapeutic session. Because some people might be going through some things. Some people might actually incorporate some things. But guess what? When it's coming to building, okay, how we get to this or how we going to do this, there should be no emotions involved. It should be logics more than anything. Like how we get this money up to try to get this building, how we get this money up to try to fund something for the kids. Conversations like that, there's no emotions that should be involved except logic. I'm sorry. Uncle L, what's going on, bro? Oh yeah, I'm on Odyssey too. Don't worry. Don't worry, Lala. I'm on Odyssey. I just synced my page to that Odyssey app. So some of my shit might be up there. Y'all might find me on there. Again, all day yesterday was good conversations, different views and aspects, and also knowledge and wisdom. And not nobody at one point cut each other off, argue, overtalk, anything. No, we had a logical conversation. Again, I have women that do come on this panel that we can have a general conversation. That's it. A general conversation and a logical conversation. Yeah, we could do that. I'm not trying to put no emotions to certain things because again, that's going to cause or force a certain thing that shouldn't be causing or forcing. Not trying to cause no division. Lala, don't come in here with your fake trolling today. Don't come in here with your shenanigans. You ain't coming here with no food. Like, see, I don't care if it's 10 people, 20 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people. I wouldn't care. I'm having a general and a logical conversation on how we can try to alleviate and fix some things. And that could be beneficial for everybody, even if they are already somewhat doing something beneficial. Again, it should be about the future generations because they're going to be here when we're long gone. So, what do we do to try to alleviate some of these pressures and try to bring back some normalcy of what the fuck we used to have coming up? Again, we lost all these fresh air camps, all these summer things that we have for the kids. Every year, All year round, it was something for the kids to do, even in those areas where it wasn't too much going on. You always found something to do. You always found something to keep these kids off the streets and keep them away from the negative, or keep them away from bullshit they don't need to be around. Again, I'm speaking logical. I'm speaking real fucking facts. I don't have to give you no blueprint. I don't have to pull out no papers to show you anything. You have the internet sitting right in front of your hands, right? Type it up. See what I'm talking about. You'll see it somewhere, if not everywhere. Some of the stuff I speak about is worldwide issues. So again, I'm going with more logic and how to do those type of things. I don't got time to be worrying about your personal feelings, your personal opinions as far as what you went through and how you came to know. Because again, that's not helping the logic. And you can't force that on everybody. Because again, you can't generalize something and say something outlandish out your mouth about all men are homophobic. Because again, I could have had men not just on the panel. I could have had men in the chat that would have definitely disagreed with you, and most of them did disagree with you. Everybody is for the love and so on and so forth. But again, it's about setting boundaries. Same thing you could have said. I know we was going with it, but guess what? That don't make it no different. I knew people on all angles that still wasn't allowing the kids to be taught certain shit. Period. Whether you want to hear it or not. Elizabeth, what's going on, baby? You know, it's the truth. Again, may my mother rest in peace. Both of her friends were married. They were lesbians, married, all of that. They didn't do certain things in front of us. The most we probably seen them do was like how most people are going to do. They affectionate with their significant other. Yeah, they gonna give them a kiss. Maybe they holding hands. All right, that's nothing out the ordinary. I ain't been seeing. But it's certain things they wasn't doing in front of us. They wasn't going to sit down and have any type of sexual acts around us. They wasn't going to do certain things or say certain things around the kids. And if they was going to say anything, they was going to tell us something knowledgeable. Other than that, they wasn't going to just subject us to everything. And again, everything is being subjected to these kids nowadays. And if you don't believe so, do your own research. Because I can show you right now as I'm walking outside what's being implemented. Did I not say yesterday afternoon that I shouldn't see kids out here trying to do TikToks, they busting it open like the grown-ups? They should not be doing that. That's how these kids get sexually generalized and all of that. Let me know when I said something wrong in the chat, and I'm gonna just shut up for the day. Little Mario, what's going on, bro? Whereby? What's going on, bro? Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yeah, Liz, that's what I'm saying. And if you want to fucking teach them anything, the parents should be teaching them. Because again, what I said last night, and I didn't even want to go to that conversation. But again, I would rather teach my kids the facts from home so they already know what they being prepared for, what they might come across, than to have a school do it. I'm sorry. Even if I had kids now, I would still be teaching them the facts and I would be giving them logics. Look, you're going to see this. You might come across this. It's a decision that these people decide to make, et cetera, et cetera. I would break it down to them logical and break it down in where they understand. So therefore, there is no ignorance, there is no hate, there is no nothing. Because again, we've been taught that forever. Always had an inclusion for certain things, but then there are certain boundaries that should not be pushed. Kids should not be learning before they even turn 8 years old about certain things that they shouldn't let the kids be kids. That's all I keep stressing. Even in the hood, let the kids be kids. They shouldn't be subjected to certain shit. Now, I can agree with you when you said back in the day, because it was truth. When it was about to be shootouts and shit like that, a majority of the times they was making sure everybody that wasn't supposed to be in the middle of a crossfire is home. I could agree with you on that. Because we done had many shootouts on my end where they was like, yo, y'all have to move from over here. And we didn't fucking think twice because we already knew what time it was. Yeah, I know, Liz. That's what I'm saying. Now, I done sat here and been logical and said again, there was 4 states that implemented that already. Didn't I say that a couple weeks ago too? So what part of that didn't you see or read? You could read it yourself because it was already in the news. I might have forgot the states in particular, but I did not forget all of them. At least offhand, because shoot, I'm in my zone. I ain't got time to be proving you wrong or anything. And again, you're always on this computer, right? If you're on this computer more than anything, you should be able to do your own research. And if not, get out and go see what I'm talking about. Some things you ain't gonna be able to read and understand. And then you're gonna have things that you're gonna read and understand. And it's all about what you do from there. Appreciate y'all for dropping links and showing each other love. Appreciate you, love, baby. You know, because again, the kids should be off limits when it comes to certain things. And if it's going to be things taught, the parents need to teach that. That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, it was certain things they thought to implement, but we had active parents. Whether they was together or not, they had active parents that was always up at the schools. Whether it was for a PTA, whether it's for a checkup. Let me go make sure this ain't going on in my kid's school. Let me make sure I might not have to take my kids out this school. That's what was going on back then. It's not going on as much as it's supposed to be now. This is why these things are happening. But you want to come with a logic that, oh, this and oh, that. No, that's not even a logic. That's an emotional, personal view. You can't generalize something again and say something along the lines of all melanated brothers, and then now you want to switch it up and say now all men. No, that's not the way the world works, mama. So sorry. I'm all for the love and respect, but you're not going to try to hit me over the head with something that you feel is logic when it's not. The only thing I could agree with you on was that one statement about when things was about to go down in the hood, there was people that still had that boundary and respect and moral to say, nah, I got to get off from over here. Because I've seen this myself coming up. There's been times you might have been playing somewhere, yo, y'all got to have to move it off, move it off the block, move it off the block. I've seen it. Because you know some shit about to happen. So I can agree with you on that. Yeah, they still had a moral code. Even now, they don't have a moral code like that. Some do, not all. But again, you don't make a generalization along those lines and say that all men are homophobic. And that alone could offend some people. If you're going to say something as far as it being a logical information that you bring in, you best to bring it the right way. Because what you're doing is you setting off everybody. Again, every man in here could have got crazy. You could have had some men, prime example. If this was one of those outlandish wild channels, I could have had a whole bunch of young boys that probably would have felt the type of way and would have came up here and cursed you out. And wasn't that kid. But then again, I wouldn't have even allowed that to happen because I wouldn't let that really happen in real time. I'm that old school with it. I'm an old soul in a young body. Don't get it twisted. Again, it's just about respecting boundaries and just logics. And you can't respect the fact that some of these schools are trying to already implement these things. And what if it becomes a worldwide thing? Can't overlook that shit. Stop trying to gaslight people and stop trying to make people believe your logic. And it don't work. It don't fit. Again, you can't say all men are homophobic. If that's the case, I should say all women is this, right? No, I would be wrong. Because I'm giving a generalization and that's not truth. Not all women are hoes. Not all women are prostitutes. Not all women are this. See, when I say something like that, there's nobody's going to get offended. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And if you don't have no real clear view on it, or if you got to quote unquote learn it right then and there, then you shouldn't say nothing. Don't chime in on conversations if you wasn't aware of what was going on. And even when something is being brought up, If you really ain't gonna keep on that topic at hand, even if it does go somewhere else, be prepared. Because if you take it to an emotional level, I'm gonna still steer it back to a logical level, whether you like it or not. And that's just me in a nutshell. But all in all, though, still was a good vibe yesterday during the afternoon session, and it was a good ass vibe again during the evening session. And again, shout outs to everybody that popped up on the panel except for one person. And that's it. I try to show love and respect to the utmost. I don't care who rocking with who. But when you try to go somewhere left with it, I'm going to stop you right there. And I'm going to put you right back on the right course. Plain as day. What's up? You know, that's what I'm saying. I can't sit here and get emotional when it's talking about trying to build something, trying to maneuver, trying to like create something. Not going to do that. Not going to do that at all. If you can't respect the panel, you can't respect the chat as a whole, don't come here because you're going to get your shit burnt every time. You're going to get the proverbial claps. You're going to get burned. And no, nobody's going to feel a type of way after it's all said and done because you brought that on yourself. If you can't respect the panel or the chat, we don't have nothing to speak about. And I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Tickles, what's going on? Willis, what's going on, bro? Nah, it wasn't no trolls, bro. This was a panel last night. Somebody got out of pocket, so I had to check. Again, like, I'm going to always show the utmost respect, but don't come on here with a generalized logic. Because that generalized logic don't always necessarily fit what's going on now. I can show you a whole bunch of melanated people that are not homophobic. I can show you a whole bunch of men that I be around that are not homophobic. Again, most of us are not thinking about the things y'all think we're thinking about. Don't let me give you the blueprint to a man because I could tell you that right now, and I'm probably the youngest man. Again, like even the other day, I was the youngest man on the fucking panel. That don't mean shit. I still got knowledge, I still got wisdom, and I still got logics. And again, you're not going to have a generalized view on something and think that everybody's going to agree with it. No, it's not going to happen. Sorry, it's just not. Oh, you already know, bro. You already know it's the afternoon session and pardon the wind in the background. Did have to run out and take care of something. So, I had to do this afternoon live. But even still, I'm not thinking on nothing emotional. I'm thinking logical. And the logical thing to say again is that um, the kids should not be forced to learn anything. And in my opinion, these behaviors are learned behaviors. They should not be learning them. Not at no young stage. Not when they don't know if they want a peanut butter sandwich or a hero sandwich. Not if they don't know if they want spaghetti or chicken. Sorry. I've always felt that way because it wasn't pushed on us back in the day. We've been accepted and tolerant to a lot of things, but we also still had a common boundary. That was just some things the kids should not see or hear. And if they do see or hear it elsewhere, you then are supposed to explain what. But it starts from home again. If you teach them what they need to be taught and give them the education the right way on things, they can move on in life. My mom's gave me that same talk back in the day. You're going to have people that's different from you, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, she taught me young. That's because at already one point, I was already hip to what was already seen. So again, don't come with a generalization when it's coming to logical building and just logical conversation because it's not going to win. And again, I don't hate nobody. I got people from all walks of life. Again, community I'm in, trust me, we damn near fucking strong, small, how you doing? Small knit community. But everybody knows everybody. And even then, we have always been on the fact of we just don't allow certain things to happen and be taught in front of the kids. It's just that simple. You want to learn about certain things? Okay, when you get a certain age and I can actually break it down to you the right way where you understand it, okay. But if you feel you already ready to understand certain things, and I'm still gonna have to break it down to you. Again, I have people from all walks of life, mentally challenged, homosexual, so on and so forth. I don't treat nobody no fucking differently. I go by judgment of character more than anything. And if your character don't fucking precede the reputation that you claim you got, I don't fuck with it. Sorry. Since I've been on this damn journey, what have I mostly been saying? I'm all for the love and respect, but don't get ignorant because I don't do ignorance. And if I feel I gotta get rid of you, I will get rid of you. I don't care if you was building with me for a long time or not. Respect boundaries. When you respect boundaries, you can go a little further. Exactly. You know, I had times when I done sat here, even just cutting up. We could have had different views on certain things or different opinions, and yet and still I ain't fucking discredit or say nothing out of the ordinary I ain't need to say. Why? Because again, I respect everything. I've dealt with people and still deal with people on all walks of fucking life. Exactly. You know, don't try to overtalk and try to overrun anything. And don't try to generalize something and make it a big issue. Again, you fucking plant them false narratives when you do that. How you gonna come together and say you want to build with people, but then the same token, you not willing to fucking listen to what was said to you more than one time? And you want to go everywhere else doing the same shit. That's why people are going to keep doing what they're doing to you. And I hope you shadow watching and hearing it too. They're going to keep doing that because of the way your attitude is. More than anything, you have this arrogant ass attitude, like because you've been here a little longer, that makes you the fucking knowledgeable person. You don't. I don't claim to be the most knowledgeable person. Yes, I might know certain things that certain people didn't know I know, but hey, you forgot. My mom's was not just a bookworm, she was a street worm. So yeah, the knowledge runs in the family like that. From all angles, even from my peoples in the South. There is no difference. You can't have a logical conversation and build when you got people that feel like they know everything just because they've been here a little longer. That don't mean shit. What if I was here longer than you? I wouldn't have even presented that in the conversation. That right there could have started something to make shit go left. See again, I watch everything, but it just goes to show you nobody overruns my panel. Nobody over dictates anything over here. When it's clap time, and I don't give a fuck how anybody felt about it. You could go take that shit to the bank with you, and I could still laugh at you the following day because I've been past it. Once I done addressed something, or once I done got something out the way, I keep it pushing. I don't even worry about it. And I'm gonna keep continuing to do that. And I'm all for the positive build and being amongst the people. I'm not mad. Just don't bring no general logic and don't bring no ignorance over here. Because that's a clear way to fuck up a vibe. Again, most of the men in here last night could have took offense to that shit last night. Nobody did because we already knew where it was. We said I knew it was going. I just wanted to see how far you really thought you was going to take it. And once you said that, that was when all bets was off. Not going to sit here and say all melanated men, or then you going to say all men. No, that's just your personal view and opinion. That's not a fucking fact right there. Exactly, Mama Bird. Exactly what I've been preaching. You ain't too old to learn nothing. because you're still learning until the day you close your eyes for good. What part of that then you understand and you've been here long enough? Huh? And if you don't know what's all going on conversation wise, don't try to chime in on it. And don't try to give us a whole fucking long, drawn out story to get to the point. You have people that have to come, interject, give their views and opinions, and give they also logic and critical whatevers, and that's it. Again, it's about respecting. If you're not going to respect what somebody's trying to interject, then you don't need to be up here. I have multiple open panels with people that been popped up here, and even whatever vibes we on, it's never going left. And if it felt like it's going left one time, I let that be known. I'm all for the building, talking, and just chilling. With all that extra shit, get the fuck out of here. Have some respect. I wouldn't go in your platform or go on nobody else's platform doing what the fuck you just did. And anybody that know me will tell you I ain't never do no shit like that when I did pop up on panels before content. Fuck is wrong with some of y'all? Never to learn something, man. And that's with some of y'all now. How to use that age and look. So what? I don't care how much older you are than anybody over here. Everybody has knowledge, wisdom. Everybody has good observations, good critical, logical thinking, so on and so forth. And mostly everybody will tell you the same thing. Mostly everybody has been around or know people, even in their families, that are on different spectrums. Does that mean I fucking feel any type of way about it? No. I'm still going to show the love and respect because I would expect it back. No doubt, Rasta. Appreciate you. You know you can catch the replay. No, again, this is where some people get the game. My fault. What the hell? You know, it's just crazy because you got some people that come with that rhetoric and that logic, man. You can't bring that nowhere else and thinking that's going to be successful. It's not. And again, when you start getting kicked off of panels more and more, they gonna know why. Can't sit here and try to walk with that logic because you've been here long enough, or that you've been here this long, that makes you the most knowledgeable person in the world. If that's the case, you would be able to fix all the world's problems in one swoop, and you wouldn't take by help. And when you keep saying you're a student of the game, already you have fucking proved my point. You still don't know everything. I could be telling you something that I'm seeing and witnessing, and you can still try to go with the logic. Oh, I don't believe that. If I was to cam up and show you something in particular, does that mean I'm lying? I could walk past 3 bums right now and show you, look, this is why I say certain people shouldn't be out here like that. I don't have to always do that. Some of y'all know what it is. Get the fuck, not just off, get off the internet. See what the hell going on in the fucking town around you. I bring general logical conversation because as I'm walking through, I'm always observing certain things. And I'm not going to make a generalized decision or a generalized view on something. Not doing that. Nothing more, nothing less. The key way to just keep a panel and keep channel like how I'm doing it, don't allow certain things. And if you're going to allow it, you know when to check it off. And I still ain't even blocked this person, but I don't even care. I'm going to allow you to come back with an apology. Because again, we try to give you the utmost respect, and you didn't show it. And you've done this more than one time. But then again, I don't want the apology neither. You just do what you do and stay where you at. If you feel you that knowledgeable, you have a platform, you take it there and keep it there. Don't bring it over here. It's logical building and logical conversations over here. Not doing all that emotional rhetoric. And if things do get emotional, don't talk about it. It's just clear as day. Because again, I got respect for women. I got respect for people, period. But when you don't have a respect for me after I just literally had this convo with you, you already show what it is. So now I just get rid of you. And I don't gotta curse you out. I don't gotta call you names. I don't gotta do none of that. It ain't worth it. I already proved my point when I sat back and observed it anyway. And it's more than just 3 panels you've been on that you've done that dumb shit. So at some point, you're gonna figure out it's you and not nobody else. Stop playing victim. Stop posting videos up and then fucking deleting them. You feel the type of way about something, keep it up so the world can hear it. And I'm gonna keep the shit up like I'm talking about so the world can hear it. So I'm showing the people straight up. Got people that you can never build with, even on here, because their logic and their way of thinking and their personal views and opinions, they try to overrun it and try the type of way and try to make them agree with it. Not everybody's going to agree with your logic because your logic ain't really logic. It's not facts. Yes, more personal views and opinions with that. When you have an actual fact you can bring to it, then I can hear it. Oh shoot, my cousin didn't text me, damn it. I'm not with it. Like I said, I wasn't gonna keep y'all all day. I just wanted to mostly bring this out though. I want people to get a blueprint, especially on how to maneuver on the damn panel. Some of the people that might want to hear it. You could be all for the love and respect, but when it's disrespect, you gotta check it. And again, you don't overtalk. You don't try to overpower. You don't try to force a view and opinion. And you don't try to generalize a view and opinion. That's your view and opinion, not everybody's. I done been on people's panels even before I thought about doing content. And whether we was cutting up or we was having a serious conversation, never had to overtalk nobody, never try to force my view and opinion on nobody, never try to force a logic on nobody. And I never generalized nothing. Don't need to. Making generalizations like that is what causes division. But you should know that though. But apparently you don't. And you're not going to sit there and even take the accountability for your actions. So I don't expect you to understand it either. I do feel sorry if you think that you're teaching somebody anything, even outside of here, with the logic that you're going with. I can tell you probably have arguments every other day because of that. You might have some good points, but all your other logic is not logic and it's not facts. And people are going to disagree with you, whether you want to hear it or not. Even your own family will disagree with you. Nah, that's just that being impulsive. That's being impulsive. You want to be in control of something. If you feel it's on that type of time, then you have a platform. You go take it there. Other than that, almost everybody throughout the morning live and the evening live had a general good conversation. Don't make a generalization on one situation that wasn't even going to go there in the first place. You try to direct and move it the way you wanted to move it to, but it didn't work. It didn't work on a couple panels. Dagmar, what's going on, baby? You know, you try to get it to go somewhere where it shouldn't go. And you see what I did? I steered that shit right back in the right direction. And again, I will do that. If I feel you want to still try to over talk and disrespect, I'm kicking you the fuck off the panel. I don't care how you felt about it neither. I wouldn't care if you was old school or young school. You show disrespect on any level, I'm getting you the fuck up out of here. That's it. Tanya, what's going on, baby? But all in all, everything was a good conversation last night. Yeah, I know. I don't care. Try to talk over everybody. I wasn't having but so much of that. I allow to see how much is going to go before I shut it down. I'm calculated with this shit. And I'm always going to be calculated because, again, I'm dealing with logic. I'm not dealing with emotions and personal views. Your personal views don't generalize everything. I might have had a bad experience or a few bad experiences in life. I'm not going to generalize it and try to force it on somebody neither and try to force somebody to agree with it. No, we don't do those. And again, it's just about love and respect. Yo, Darren, what's going on? Because again, I could care less. And it's sad. This is maybe the third time in particular it's been women. Third or fourth time in particular when it comes to me, it's been women that it just, you're doing too much. Stop doing too much. What's wrong with y'all? Man, I don't get some of y'all. Y'all claim to be grown ups, you still move like kids. And then you think, okay, you got some knowledge, but even still, you're trying to generalize things that's not, hey, you're bugging. I'm always going to be logical about that. No emotions, but have a respect level. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, my bad, y'all. But you know, I'm being serious about it. Don't come with a generalized view on things because not everybody want to view it that way. That's like you making a generalization just about tall people. You can't make generalizations on things. Period. You don't understand that, then you don't understand life. And this is a youngin telling the older, change your ways. Start taking that damn accountability when you need to. You know you the one that's causing the problems. Don't try to make it seem like it's the world against you. That part. Not playing. You know, you're getting it twisted. And again, this is why sometimes you can't have a logical conversation, build, or even cut up with some people because some people they get too much in their fucking emotions. Quit that shit. That shit ain't helping with no building. Seriously. No, no, no. Just giving the blueprint, Tanya. You know, Just giving a blueprint on some people on how to run the panel successfully without having to go to left. I ain't have to go left last night. I just told you what it was. After everything was said and done, you still continue to try to overtalk. I'll get you up out of here. Just that simple. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I do this every, and I'm about to start saying that you too young to be out here, bro. Yeah, but bro, I'm about to take my. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, my bad. I thought I was getting some copywritten music. I ain't want that shit again, y'all. I was not trying to take no chances. My bad, y'all. You know, but you know I'm active. Angel, what's going on, baby? Yeah, Darren, look. And that, look, I'm not going to hold you, bro. I'm always going to have a logical and general conversation over here. And if you're going to be a part of that conversation, I'm all for it. But don't try to make a generalized view like that. That, again, starts and stirs the pot. You can't sit here and try to say all melanated people are homophobic. No. And then you're going to switch your words and say all men are homophobic. No. Most of us don't give a damn. We know about acceptance, tolerance, so on and so forth. But there's just certain things that should not be pushed, especially towards no fucking kids. Especially if they don't know if they want a sandwich today or some chicken tomorrow. I ain't saying nothing wrong on that neither. And I'm not being emotional. I'm being logical again. Just it. And again, when you bring in logic and speaking logic, they don't want to hear that shit. You want to try to include what you want to include, but you have a panel for that. Go do that. You trying to overtalk people on other people's panels, you're going to lose all the time. And if you ain't going to take accountability for what you're doing, and I've done seen you do this morning 3 different times on my own accord, then what does that say about you? It ain't nobody else but you. You are the obvious one that has a problem. You are a prime example, again, of why sometimes it's hard to build. Because some of you elders feel like you've been here forever and want to throw it in people's faces. Look here. We all are still here regardless, and we still learning. Period. What I'm saying. When it comes to that, y'all don't want to hear it, but you're going to have to hear it. You know, bypass all that bullshit. When you come in with a logical build, you can't think emotional all the time. You can't. See, prime example. Everybody that probably got Google probably get that Google News shit. Something just popped up on my Google News feed. They talking about the DeSantis Disney, the Disney lawsuit shit. How would I know that if I'm not looking at my phone? How would I be able to talk about something if I'm not looking at the phone or looking at the whole article at hand? That's all I'm saying. You want to have a good positive panel or a good panel build like me? Learn, when to eliminate shit. Even in the chat, eliminate shit that don't need to be here. If it's giving fucking energy that don't need to be here, get it up out of here, period. Because that can mess up your build as well. You're not gonna catch me getting kicked off somebody's panel and then going to make a video about it when you were clearly in the wrong the whole time. I'm still not gonna do that. If I got kicked off somebody's panel because I was either outrageous, I was doing too much, whatever, guess what? I know it's something I did. And I'm gonna take accountability for it like I'm supposed to. Definitely appreciate everybody for showing love and dropping links. 1 second. Tony, I'll on that. My bad, I had to mute. I had a whole motherfucking truck behind me. But yeah, nah. It's truthfulness to that Dagmar and everybody else. That even this a logical conversation. Everybody been saying how it is as far as like keeping the subscriptions, all that other stuff. See, again, everybody bringing something knowledgeable without being emotional about it or putting a generalization on it. Oh, for good news, Angel, can you do me a favor and drop the Suge Nate channel? Oh yes, oh yes, the moment you all been waiting for. Love, baby, I know your ass gonna try to cartwheel out of nowhere. I told you about calling me boss. That's why I'm gonna karate chop your little kneecaps, Angel. You do not listen to see. So I be talking about women not listening. Look, I could have said something like that. Women. That would have been making a generalization of all. No, some of you women just don't listen. That's a better way to say that shit, where nobody feels offended. Just giving somebody a clear view on that. My bad, baby. Well, most of y'all should already be, but for those who ain't, can you please drop the thank you kindly. Um, we are back. We are back. But again, this was just more of a blueprint, not an address nor nothing. This is just a blueprint for some who are moving, even if they're moving accordingly. Some things you just going to still have to be mindful for. You're going to be dealing with different people, personalities, and you can understand all of that. But again, you don't need to go back and forth with somebody because they just didn't agree with you on something. I'm not doing that. If you didn't agree with me on something, you just didn't agree with me. But again, your view and opinion could just be your view and opinion. And it might not resonate with nobody. Yo, Hutch, what's going on, bro? Give me 1 second again. And again, I'm not saying nothing I shouldn't have said. I'm going to always be logical. And when you are having a conversation, your personal view and your personal opinion should not be a generalization of what's going on. Because guess what? You know where generalizations go to again? Falsehoods and lies. That's like me generalizing saying all of us brothers are thieves. No, it ain't all of us thieves. You got most of us that work a 9 to 5 or do whatever trying to keep something going. I would be a fool to say all of my peoples is thieves and killers. No, we all ain't. And when you, as a melanated woman, are saying something along those lines, it draws the wrong type of attention. So I'm only going to address this. You need to address and fix whatever within yourself. Stop trying to play victim and don't try to cause no confusion on anybody else's panel. If you're not going to be respectful, don't come up there. It's just that simple. Exactly. And I'm not going to give that because it's not worth it. Yeah, but it's just you coming up somewhere else. That's how they get so when you coming somewhere else, it's just logical conversation. Have respect. That's it. Hold on. Yeah, my phone trying not to get nothing over here. I know. You know, but it's the truth in this. Have some respect. I gotta take a shit right now. So, I just want to make it clear. When you going on people's panels, when you gonna do something, shit still look trash. My fault, y'all. But I'm just gonna keep it simple like that for those who are running panels. For those who feel like they're gonna try to do open panels and discussions. No matter what it is. Make sure that the people have respect, number one. And make sure if it is the disrespect, you check that shit and get it out immediately. That's it. No going back and forth for nobody. You know, you're not going to sit here and try to have somebody's panel run the way you think you want to run it. You have a panel for that. Go do that. Angela, what's going on, baby? You late to the show? My bad, y'all. I definitely got to cut this short. My phone about to die. But give or take another, I'm going to set, well, I might not set a reminder. I give or take by 3 o'clock, 3:30, I should be ready for the club. So for everybody that got the backup channel, yes, the Suge Nate channel is back up. And we will be back in a couple hours. I wasn't spending too much time on this. I felt this was a blueprint for some of my people that's moving and plan on moving in this direction. And some of them did see what happened last night and even laughed about it too. Like, you had patience. So again, I got people on here and off here that know me personally that'll tell you I'm never going to do nothing out of an emotion. I'm just going to be logical with it. And if I feel like you one of those people that got to go, you just got to go. Nothing more, nothing less. But y'all can definitely catch this replay. I'm about to end this before this shit die. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay game. Shout outs to the shadow watchers. You already know what it is. And for everybody that was in attendance tonight, you already know love is love, and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. So all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. And I'll most likely be back in here about 3, 4 o'clock. Just know you'll smell something in the air, and you know I'm in here. But y'all stay safe. Keep your third eye open. Angel, you know what? I'm gonna start by 3:30. No later than that. Because I gotta work tonight. So I'm gonna give y'all what you want since we back, baby. But y'all stay safe, keep that third eye open, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.